Attitudes about gender develop very early. Studies show that by age 2, children begin to notice physical differences, and by age 3, they have developed ideas about behaviors and certain activities that go with a particular gender. As noted by the authors of the book Anti-Bias Education for Young Children and Ourselves, when children absorb messages that limit their exploration and play, neither boys nor girls are able to fully prepare for the intellectual and emotional realities and demands of life.
Gender roles are even presented in careers. Studies show that there are many male-dominated careers in today's society. The obvious ones, such as engineers, mechanics, where only 20% are women, police officers with a disappointing 12%, and doctors who are often mistaken as nurses.
Did you just call me a nurse?
The interesting, less obvious jobs include comedians, chefs, and construction workers, which is listed as the #1 most male-dominated field in the United States.
What are these? Oh my God, breasts! How does anybody practice medicine holding these things around?
Women who work in sex-segregated fields are more likely to experience exposure to high levels of interpersonal workplace stressors. Many of these women will describe being subjected to difficulties such as performance pressures, sexual harassment, difficulty obtaining promotions, co-workers doubting their competence, and low levels of support from co-workers.
Believe it or not, acting is also a male-dominated field. As the new Ghostbusters movie fills the theaters, there has been a significant amount of criticism. Why? Because the gender roles have been reversed and 4 ladies become the protagonists for the reboot of the 80s classic. Hate mail and sexist reviews fill social media, and as much as it upsets the new cast members, they brush it off due to the fact that representation does matter.
As educators, it is our duty to reflect critically on the content we choose, because this content will dictate whether students feel engaged or marginalized in a classroom. By avoiding stereotypical imagery of individuals and including the voices of multiple cultures, be it in science, history, or math education, we create avenues for constructive and real multicultural pedagogy. Implementing multicultural education in the classroom decreases race, ethnicity, class, and gender divisions by helping all students attain the knowledge, attitudes, and skills that they need in order to become active citizens in a democratic society and participate in social change. Gender inequality is often defended by men on the basis of nature, which they say conventionally allocates certain predetermined roles like childcare, cooking, housekeeping, and the like to women, and political activity, paid employment, higher education, social leadership, and the like to men. The gender gap and gender bias in society are a complicated issue. When young children get caught up in stereotypical notions of gender, it can harm their self-images and the way they interact with their peers. Children should always be given opportunities to consider these internalized stereotypes and think about the problems that they cause.
Less money than men.
I think these are very underrated because they can do more, but people expect them to do less.
What kind of more can they do?
Well, a lot of people underestimate them, and they could do so much more. There's jobs that men can't do that women can.
As we close, just remember that boys and girls can do anything that they set their minds to. As teachers, we must push math, science, and engineering on not just the boys, but as well as the girls. Gender inequality is a big issue, and we hope that things will brighten up in our near future.
Yes, I can. No, you can. Yes, I can. No, you can. Yes, I can.